the extremes of the housing options, on the independent living, and with the organisation you have independent living and then still housing across states, and what's your experience on the diversity of the range of options, and then which of the options, because there is no one size fits all, which of the options work for what category, if there are any themes or learnings from that having portfolio across states?
Thanks, Dev. Look, I mean, we've got a wide range of housing that we provide services to people who are living in them, and some of those are long-standing premises where people have lived together for a long, long time, and so there's a real depth in the relationships that they have, and there's a connection into the communities that they live, right through to families buying apartments or houses for their son or daughter or brother or sister, and then trying either to live independently or with others, depending on how that goes. I think the short of it is there's probably no one size fits all. I think everybody really has a way that they want to live, and they have the rhythms of their own lives and the things that they're interested in. They also have the communities that they want to interact with and be a part of. So those things all need to be taken into account. I think when I think about our services that were previously provided by government have been there for a long while, there's pretty varying standard and configuration in a lot of that housing, and it would be our desire for many of those physical properties to be improved or to replaced, and we are on a journey with that, but it is gentle steps as well, because these are people's homes, and everybody knows what moving's like. It's really difficult, and if moving means potentially losing some of the long-standing relationships and the connections that you have in the community or with your housemates or even with the paid support, that's a change that you've got to go through. And I think this is not an area for dogma, I think, and for sort of one model's better than the other. I think it's about really deeply connecting and understanding with the person where they'd like to live and how they would like to live, and the types of characteristics that they would find appropriate to them. And that might be somewhere new in the city. It could be somewhere quite rural where there are not a lot of people around, because that best suits the person's needs. But it's really about that individualised approach and understanding that it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of time to build really good support teams. And sometimes you have hiccups with those, and you need to hang in there. But these are long-term pieces of thinking that you need to do, and it's about that deep partnership that needs to be embedded. Thank you, Drew.
Broadly, I feel when we say independent living, people don't it is not just the housing which will support me live independently, but independence is going out and about and being able to do things within the house and outside the house. And the promise of independent living, I can go to the shops and I can do all those things I want to do, is unfulfilled without assistive tech. And there's a different, I don't know why assistive tech is outside the language of independent living. I think assistive tech delivers the promise of independent living,